Welcome to Plan Watch Walk, the channel that brings you some of the best walking around. If you like what we do, why not subscribe and hit the button. Our route today once again takes us into Northumberland National Park, and we're in the Simonside Hills. The route, as you can see ahead of us, we are going to be heading around forestry paths. We're going to be going past Chester Hope, going to be climbing up. We're going to get up onto the Simonside Hill itself. The maximum height for the walk is about 1,400 feet. Going to continue along past Dove Crag, follow the route back down the road, and then come back to the car park. So we've just parked up and we've got a info point ahead of us here. We got the maps and the routes and the planning, etc. We're going to be heading off to the right. I'm going to be heading up the hill and starting the walk. So what we can find, I suspect we're going to see quite a lot of devastation around, to be honest. I've mentioned on a couple of walks before, we've had a big storm hit the northeast, Storm Arwen, back end of 21, and we already see some of the trees here just being straightforwardly uprooted, and I think we're going to see quite a lot of this on the walk. Anyway, continue up the walk. Well, Storm Arwen, not only did it take out some trees from the roots, but it actually just ripped off top of some of the trees. Quite amazing. It's really hard to try and give a perspective of how many trees have been affected by this wind. This path with the trees over, which is one of the main paths through Simonside Hills here, it's just got tree after tree after tree. It's quite amazing. We've left the area where all the trees, the devastation was, and we're out in a bit more of a clear area now. We're following the path. It's a typical forest trail that we're on, and we come to a slight fork in the path. To the right here, left rather, it shows the red walk. We're actually continuing along straight ahead the path, and we're going to be climbing up around the corner of this heightened area ahead, and we'll get up on top of the ridge there. Continuing up on the forest trail here, out of the wooded area, a little bit more up onto the fells. Move along, beautiful view. We can just see Rothbury in the middle there. Still got a little more incline to go up. Walking itself isn't severe by any means. It's pretty straightforward. The climbs are relatively easy. If we look at the map, we've pretty much continued along the straight line at the north end, and there's two U's, a couple of U bends, this being the first one. And continue on through. So we're not as far west yet as we're going to get, but as I say, if we look at the map, we're at the end of the straight walk, and now in the W. We need to turn left at the top of here and just see some trees ahead of us, and we're heading along to the highest point on the route, Simonside. We can just see ahead of us here. So we've walked down the path, and it's really good underfoot, nice and sturdy. We need to continue along in this path, and once again there's Simonside ahead of us. Continue along the path. We've got some signage ahead of us here. Just behind us there's a path. It's getting a bit windy, so we need to take that path and start to climb up to the top of Simonside. So the climb to the top commences. So we head up a rocky stepped path. You can see ahead of us the summit, which is the highest point of the walk. Well, we're up on the top now. I'm not sure you can hear the wind. It's really picked up. Try and keep the camera steady. The wind blowing everything everywhere. What a view we've got though. Just amazing. See Rothby there in the background. Anyway, going to continue over and follow the path to the next hill. It's got the walk pulling out ahead of us. Got a group of 3 people heading on. As we look over to the east, you can see there, hopefully in the background, we've got the North Sea. Not that far away at all, really. Going to follow the route. See, well, got paving down here for us. It's really good. I'm going to follow the path around till we get to Dove Crag, which is just ahead of us here. So, heading down this slope. This is some of the steepest bits, to be perfectly honest, so there's not a huge amount to be worried about. Gonna need some sturdy footwear though, that's for sure. So just coming up to Dove Crag now. Looking down into Rothbury. And then we've got Simonside over there. So from this point onwards, we are on the descent back down to the car eventually. So as we start to the descent, the signage off to the right, which is the route we're taking. If you want to get back a bit quicker, you can actually turn off to the left in the fork here, and that's a quicker route back down to the car park. But we're going to be heading off across the fell over here, and we'll get back to the road and then follow down to the car park from there. So we just come down the hill and we've got 3 sets of walkers out. I'm chatting to each of them. Each one of them turned around and said, what a great day for a walk and what a wonderful walk. Is anyone surprised that that's their answer? We've been up on the plateau up top for a wee while now, and it's just really pleasant. We're starting to pull back down into the valley. So pan around. Yeah, we're present Rothbury, so we're not too far away. So keep panning around though. Ahead of us, we got the North Sea. And there's some nice coastal walks on the channel as well, if you want to have a look at some of those. So we're now starting to drop down. You can see just over to the left, it's a car park, so we're picking up the road and then heading back down the road. So we're heading down off the fells now. Got the road just ahead of us. Going to be heading back along. Going to follow the road back along to the trees, and that'll conclude our walk. Hope you enjoyed another great day in the outdoors. If you like what we do, why not subscribe and hit the bell? If you want more planning information and maps, visit our website www.planwatchwalk.guide. We really look forward to seeing you on another walk. Bye for now.